Hi everyone, this is Lori from the Crafting Auntie coming back to you with another video working on the Steampunk Lap Book. So let's just take a look. So we have created the lap book. Last video we did this little flip out pocket with vintage glassine envelopes, and we did that. Put that bulldog clip on there, and then we added the strap to hold our mini journal here, which can come out. We also added this guy, so we did that, and we added this leather piece here. We did all kinds of stamping in another video. We added eyelets here, give decoration. This is part of the leather strap that goes through the front. And covered this. This reminds me of my little guy Buddy, who's my little crafting partner, because he's part corgi. He looks more corgi than anything, but he's part corgi, part Sheltie. And he's my little buddy. More stamping here. One of the videos we did cover with fabric to strengthen the spine. We did the tag flip. We still have to add in our gatefold that we created, and that will go here, but not yet. I want to keep putting it on, but not yet. Last video we also made this envelope flip folder, and this is all pockets, pockets, pockets. And today I do want to make a little flip, I don't know what to call it. It's going to be out of junk envelopes. So my thought is we're going to have one coming this way and then one coming this way. We'll trim it down, and then we'll come up with a closure, and I'm going to add some double-sided tags in there that I have cut out. I've fussy cut these. And then these two. So I'm going to put these back to back. We're going to grunge this up, and then collage around the pieces that we're going to keep of these junk envelopes. So we're going to do that. But first I want to add in my signature. So yesterday what I did is I had some of this book page ruffle that I had purchased from a shop on Etsy, and I had just enough to do the front and the back page, so the front and back page, and then I made my own ruffles with some of the scraps from the digital kit and add it to a few pages in. So we've got that. So this is going to be our signature. And I've matched it all up, and I want to do it as a brad binding that I learned from Kira on My Porch Prints. She does a lot of this brad binding. So that's what I want to do first. So I want to just kind of line this up where I want it, try to get in the center here of this part of the spine, and top and bottom as well. So I'm thinking right about there, and I'm going to take another couple more clips and clip this in place right here at the spine so it doesn't move on me. So brad binding is really easy. She developed it as far as I know, and you just make holes into where you want them, and then put them from the outside in so that the brads will be out here showing. So that's what I'm going to try to do. I have not done it yet before, so let's give it a go. So I got my pokey tool, and I'm not going to measure. I'm going to go into the center first, and I want 4. So I'm going to have 1, 2, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So actually not in the center. So let's just wing it. So I'm going to come up about an inch. I'm going to put my first hole here, and then I'm just going to come up about, looks like about maybe 2 inches. Actually, let's do this one first. Let's do this one about an inch. I want to make sure I'm getting this fine. Okay. And then I put 2 more here. So I'm just going to put one like right about here. And actually, I think I may add 5. Right here, and then 1 more in the center. Trying to make them as, that looks pretty even. So about like that. All right. I'm gonna grab 1 more brad. So let me get 1 more of these out. And I'm using these, they have a longer shank on them. I had some other ones I thought about using, but the shank just wasn't quite as long, and I'm kind of going with a copper, kind of a copper color. All right, so now let's flip this over, and we're going to add in our brads. Just carefully kind of poke these in. Give another little poke there. There we go. And then let's flip it over. And you want to make sure that your prongs are going this way. So I'm going to turn them around so that when we open these up, they go this way into the spine. And just press them down really good. See how long these are? I was thinking that that would be perfect. So now we've got that one. Can you, I don't know if you can see it right there. So let's continue. Just going to use my pokey tool to help me find the spaces. I think it's right here. There we go. Add in our brad. And I think I'm going to go ahead and add the others. So we've got one here. Then we'll open the prongs all at once. Push those down. And we have another one here. I like the look of this, especially with the steampunk with all the metal. Really adds to it. And then our last one, let's see, I think it's right about here. Right there. There it is. I found it. Okay. Okay, now that we've got them in, fold it back over. Make sure that the prongs are up and down. So you want them vertical, and then press them down really good. Push from the back side too. It's a really secure method from what I can see from all the ones that she has done, that it seems to be really secure. As long as you get them going this way. So we have that. There's our signature all in. And then I'm going to take off all my clips. Then I'm going to take my bone folder, and I'm just going to press these down and just give them a little press. Just like that. Turn it over and do the same thing. And that way. It lays nice. And they lay flat too, which is really nice, especially if you want to do other things in here. So there's our signature. So let's look at the outside. Here's our spine with the brads. Love it. Absolutely love it. Okay, so we've got that on. So let's work on our little junk envelope flip pockets. That sounds good enough to me. Okay, so let's open this up. Here's our signature, here's our tag flip, and we're going to be working on this page here. So I want to have one come down this way and one this way. So I'm going to make these into a little flat kind of gusset thing. So let's see, I want to cut these down to just about here. So we'll make it, let's just make it 6 inches. That makes it easy. So if you have a junk envelope, just, yeah, make it 6 inches. I'm going to do both of these. And then let's do about a 1/2 inch fold. And I'm just winging this too. I do a lot of that, and that's okay. I'm okay with winging it. Okay, so this one will go here, and it'll get glued on there and come down, and then this one will get glued down here, and then this will open up this way, and this will open up this way. So we want to decorate now. So I have some scraps that I want to use for decorating, and I am going to do this part of the flap as well. I have a lot of strips to use up, so let's just do that. And I think for right here, I'm just going to glue these on and trim them off, and I'm going to ink them as I go along so that they at least have some inking on a couple of the edges, and then the rest I can do after I trim it down. Wrong way, Lori, go it this way. All right, so I'm gonna grab my art glitter glue, add some glue here, and we're just gonna frame in our window, just like that. Okay, so we've got that piece. Let's grab something else. Here's a small piece, and let me trim some of this off, some of this border off, so I can turn it around and use this other side. I think I want it like this, and I'm going to come down. Okay, I'm going to trim this one off so I know where I'm going here. So let's trim this. Okay. Now we can add this piece. I'll come up a little bit. So let's come up to here. And let's ink. And we'll put that down, like that. Okay. Trim it off. I find this is the easiest for me on collaging, especially when you're trying to do something like this, which is an envelope, and you want the window, and yeah, it's just easier to do it this way. Trim it off, put it on, trim it off. So we've got this piece, so let's go ahead and add this to this piece. So we'll do that there. Then we'll do some more inking. Okay, this one down. Don't have too awful much to trim off on this one. I just need to make it straight. That would be nice. It is definitely not straight. I think that's better. And let's trim this down. And here. All right, so we need one piece at the top. What do I have here? Is this big enough? Not quite. Let's see if this one, yeah. Let's do that one. And right across there, make sure I got it straight. Okay, and let's trim this off. Perfect. Okay, so what will go in here is a tag. So I need to trim a little bit off the top. So let's get a paper trimmer for that one. Excuse me. Okay, so that, and then this will end up, this will be a pocket, and then this will end up going in here, like so. So that's what I'm aiming for. All right. I'm going to stitch around this, but before I do, let's see, I'm going to also add a piece inside here so that it looks good when it's the tag is out. I have a couple of new sheets of paper that I printed out, so I think I want this music part right here. So let's take this edge off, and here, and then I'll just take it right here, right at the edge of the music, and we'll cut it about down here. Now let's see how that looks. Yeah, so that'll go in there. I'm gonna trim some of this. Okay, so that's that one. Got a mess here. Let's ink it up. And let's glue this inside. Make sure it's straight. It's pretty good. Okay. All right. Now let's go do the back side. And let's see. Let's use this piece. Yeah. So let me just add some glue all the way down. I want to cover that flap because when this is flipped down, you will see that, and I don't want it to be white. And of course we're going to grunge it up some more as well. Okay, so let's line this up. Press that down good. And then let's cut this away. We'll let this dry. Let's straighten this out on the top like that. So when this is dry and we fold this, then when it's folded down, let's see, when it's folded down, you'll be able, or actually it's this way. Okay, so this one goes up. Now I need to make sure that I get this one correct because this one has to come down. So with this one down, we want to make sure that we have the upright this way. All right, so let's do that. Okay. Can be kind of tricky. Just going to do the exact same thing on this side. That, and let's do this piece. This one on here. Oops. Try to get that straight. Let's do this piece. Come over a little bit. And one small piece for the top. So let's use this up. So that like that. Okay, now I can trim all the way around. And we'll see how it looks. Then we'll do the back. Okay, that looks good. And then this one goes like this. And let's fold this. So this will go like this, and this will go like this. I have this one right side up this way, so I want to make sure I do this one right side up. I don't think I did it right on the other one, but it's okay. We're going to go with it. Let's see. It's on our glue. Whoops. Glue that down too. And let's just get part of this submarine on here. Just line that up. Press it down good. I need to make sure that this is down good. Okay. Trim it away. So this goes this way, and this goes this way. Okay. So let's ink up some more. Oh, we need to cover the inside of this. Let's do that. Let's just use this part of the music paper. Let's just cut this right about here. And here, take off this edge, and hopefully that will fit. Oh yes, it's plenty big. So we need to cut the top off. So let's cut a sliver of this off. And then glue this inside. Make sure I get this the right way. Okay. Press this down. Then we're going to ink it all up. Okay, so let's get this guy inside here. Oh, this is nice because it's open. Really don't need to ink it, but I'm going to ink it anyway. Not going to really see it, but it's just something I like to do. Okay. So here I'm going to trim this. Okay, and I'm going to trim this. Okay, ink around it. And I think I'm going to ink on the inside as well, so that none of the white will show. Before we close this up. So here is this one. Let's ink the back. And this one. Let's trim. Actually, let's go ahead and ink the inside here so we don't have any of that showing. Now we can do the outside. Okay, there's that. This is going to go up this way, and this is going to come down. Let's crease this, ink this up. All right, so one will come down, that will flip up, this one will come up. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to go and stitch these and I'll be right back. Okay, while I was at it, I stitched also the tags. So here's where I stitched around here, and then this is going to be the opening here. So that will go here and flip up. And this one stitched around here. So one goes down and one goes up. There we go. And then the tags, I went ahead and stitched around each tag. So now I'm going to pair these up. I think I'm going to do those two and these two. And let's glue them down. I left the top off of my glue way too long. Okay. Let's try this again. There we go. Going all around the threads a couple of times so that it'll seat nicely. And let's put these two together. And if they don't completely match up, we will ink them, adjust them as necessary. Okay, because these were hand cut, so yeah. Never can do them exactly the same each time, so we're just going to trim off a little bit, clean them up. And then the ink will do the rest. Let's trim down here, trying to get them as even as possible. Okay, and let's ink them up as well. Hide those edges that might be peeking out. Both sides. And I'm going to go around here and here, even though I'm going to be punching those out. And let's do the same thing, put these guys together. Match them up as best you can. I didn't want to sew them once they were together because I wanted the nice stitching to be on both sides of the tag. So that's why I did it this way. By all means, you can do it any way that you like. For me, this is what I was wanting to do so that when you look at both sides, you've got regular, you know, the good stitching, because you always have the top stitching and then the bobbin stitching. And again, this is a junk journal, so it doesn't really matter, but that's kind of what I wanted to do. I'll just do that. Okay, so we've got our tags. So let's just see how they look. So we got this one. It's going to go in here like that. And then this one will go, well, I'll be doggone if I, oh, this way, duh. Okay, and then this one will go this way. So one, well, actually, we can put it in the other way and have it right side up. Really doesn't matter. We could do that way, instead of it being a tag to pull out. So that would come down, this would go up. Okay, again, we're winging this, so let's see here. Let's get our page, which is this one. So if I put this one here, then I can decide, do I want this on top or do I want the other on top? So let's go ahead and glue these down. And we're just going to put glue on this flap right here. And I'm just going to position them, eyeballing it to where I want it. Make sure it's even. And then let me grab here. And then let's do the same thing on this one. We'll get these in place. So line this up with this one and down here at the bottom. And a couple more clips. Oops. All right. I've been thinking about how do I want these to stay closed. So this tag can come out. So for this tag, I want to go ahead and put on an eyelet. I was going to do it on both, but actually, yeah. Let me just do this. So this is a pretty large hole, as you saw, but I have these wide eyelets from We Are Memory Keepers. So we got that. Got this. And then I don't know if I'm putting a topper on these at all, but we're just going to put that in there. And let's see how these are doing. Art glitter glue doesn't take very long to stick and hold, but I do want to press these. Oh, we need to glue this also together. So let me do that because this was an envelope, so you got two pieces. So let's glue that. Perfect. And same thing here. Glue that. And this little edge right here that's sticking up. Okay. All right. So if we put this one down, let's press it. And then maybe this one on top. And I have been thinking about how do I want to close this, have a closure. And I think what I want to do is just have a tab and an eyelet. But I have to be careful because, well, actually, we can make this one solid. We don't need to pull this tag inside and out. All the stitching was for nothing. But I could close this off and leave it as is and then have this one where this is open. I'm okay with that. And I never know until I start working on a project how it's going to end up. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to seal this and leave that tag inside. If I had known, I would have stitched, but that's okay. That's okay. Let me catch any of these that aren't down. I've still got lots of stitching on this. So I could do 2 Velcros, or I could do a tab and do twine around it and have it come around the back. Let me see. Cover my glue and let's grab a tab punch. I'm going to use this one. And let me get a piece of some cardstock. Let's use this. Fold it over and punch. Okay, so now we've got that. Let's grunge it up. Do I want to stamp on it? Nope, I think I'll just leave it. Let me add some more grunging to it. And then I also want to add an eyelet. So let's glue this down. And trying to center it so it's even. A little bit more this way. There we go. Okay, so I've got that. And now let's put this eyelet in. I have one more large one left over. I got some more on order, but they're not here yet. So let's add this guy here. Came up a little further up since this is a wide one. All right, yes. And I have a whole bunch of twine down here, so let's see. Let's see if this bigger one, this is kind of a thicker twine. So let's see, we don't need this much, but I don't know exactly what I need yet, so let's just do this. That through there. and put it through here like that. And then if we wind this around this way, come down and tie it. So let's see, I don't know how much yet, so I'm not going to trim it. And let's just do a bow. Straighten that out, and then trim this off like that. Okay, yes, I like it. Needs to be a little snugger. There we go. There we go. Okay. So, what did we do today? Still got lots of strands. Yeah, I like that. So we added our signature, and we did a brad binding method, and you can find that also on my Porch Prints site, on Kira, who has done that. So we've done the signature, so I've added that in. We have done this little tag flip here. And added an eyelet and the twine to secure it down. And now I can add my gatefold, which will also hold this twine down. So the gatefold is going to go right here. So let's do that. And then we really basically are done. I'll probably do some embellishing and adding some other things on here and do a flip through next week. So this is Wednesday, so by next Friday we should do a final flip through on this. So let's add our glue to our gatefold and get that added in. Let me add a little bit more grunging before we actually put it down. Let's make sure I got everything on the inside the way I want it. Let's go ahead and add a little bit more. Easier to do it now than it is later. So got that. And this gives a writing space along with the journal pages that we added in, the signature. Okay. So again, we have pockets here. We have some writing space here, and then this closes up, latch it down, and let's glue it on. And I'm running the glue all along the stitching as well, being kind of liberal around the edges. Want this to stick on here good, so we'll put this on and clamp it. And that should secure it. So I'm going to stand up for this so I can eyeball and get it set in place. I've got some larger clamps. I'm going to open this up now and clamp it. Oh, right. My bigger ones were underneath the little ones. Okay. Actually, we should clamp it to here so I can press down the center. So let's do that. And let's open up the flaps. Not doing a very good job on this. Let's open this up and open this up. And let's make sure it's straight. Now I think I got it. Okay. Put my art glitter glue away so it doesn't dry up on me again. And all right, I still need to figure out how I want to secure this. Maybe we just do a Velcro right here. And I also have this, but I think that stays on pretty good. However, we could do a tab, or I'm not really sure yet. I'm going to give this some thought. We'll do something like of that off camera. This one I will probably add a Velcro. Again, I'm not quite sure, so I'll do that off camera. So let's see how we are here. We have our gatefold in. Let's close it up and let's give it a look. Oh yes, it has bulked up nicely. Very nice. Okay, so that's it for today. And again, I'll continue working on doing some additional embellishing and things, and I'll do a final flip through on Friday. Well, you guys have a great day. I hope you guys give this a try, or at least any kind of lap book. You could even make it smaller. It doesn't have to be as big as this. I think these are a lot of fun with all the metal pieces. And again, I still want to do the closure, but I haven't figured that completely out yet, so we'll show you that at the final flip through. But everything looks nice inside and nice and secure. Looks like I have a little bit of white showing here. Let's just grunge it up. There we go. This side I think is okay. All right. Well, you guys have a great day. God bless you all. We'll see you the next time. And happy crafting. Bye.